Are you curious about this potato and celery salad from 1896? It is a lovely summer picnic dish in my vintage picnic series. So join me in my kitchen as we learn how to make this. All right, so we're gonna start making the French dressing out of this 1896 cookbook for our potato and celery salad for our vintage picnic. So let's get going on this dressing. We want to put all the dressing ingredients in here. However, I am going to be adding some fresh herbs from my garden because I want to add a little bit more flavor in there. This tends to be a pretty plain dressing. So we're gonna need half a teaspoon of salt, and my favorite is kosher. So this is going into this cute little bowl with my baby whisk here. And then we're gonna need a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. I always like to use fresh ground, so I'm just gonna eyeball that more or less, probably put too much, that's all right. And then we're gonna need 2 tablespoons of vinegar. I'm just using plain vinegar, but if you wanna use a white wine one or something like that, that's totally great. And then we're gonna need 4 tablespoons of olive oil. This is a fairly light one. You can use a darker one if you'd like. This is just what I had on hand. So normally this would just be the dressing that we're using here. And it's interesting that this is French dressing, but this is more of what I'm used to with Italian dressing, where it's this kind of oil and vinegar mixture with a few herbs and salt and pepper. So anyway, we're just gonna break these leaves off of the thyme, the fresh thyme I have from the garden, and throw a few of those in there. You just kind of strip them from the stem as best you can. I just cannot leave well enough alone when there's not enough flavor in a recipe. I don't know about you, but that's how I feel about this. So I need to, I think, chop this fresh rosemary. Doesn't that look great? It's from the garden. I'm just gonna strip a few of these leaves off and chop it up just a little bit. And I think this should give a nice fresh flavor to our potato and celery salad, or otherwise known as potato salad. But I'm just gonna chop this up a little bit. Let me know what you like on your potato salad, if you like more of kind of a creamy mayonnaise-y one, or if you like more of kind of oil and vinegar one. If you like onions in it, green onions. There's also one I like to make that has sour cream in it and green onions. I think that's really delicious. Oh, this is smelling really good. I love fresh herbs. And then here's my oregano, my fresh oregano as well. So we have thyme, oregano, and rosemary. So you can either get these at the store, farmer's market, or grow your own. I found that the oregano is a little too easy to grow. It tends to grow everywhere. So I just kind of let it grow on the edges of my garden because it looks cute. So I'm not gonna rip that out. We can use it in delicious recipes like this. So here we are. I'll chop that up just a little bit more. All right. That looks really good, doesn't it? This delicious dressing. So yeah, I'm just gonna get that last bit of oregano in there, and that should be great. So now we're gonna go on to chopping up our celery, our apple, and getting the potatoes. I already cooked the potatoes, so I'll show you that next. All right, so I have these Yukon Gold potatoes that I've already boiled and peeled and cut up, and I actually just had them in the fridge overnight, so they're nice and cold already. So if you do that ahead, that saves a lot of time. So I'm just gonna get that in there. It's probably a little more than 2 cups, but that's all right. So the recipe wants us to chop up around a 1/2 cup of celery. So I think 2 ribs should work just fine. And I love how cutely they decorate these salads in these old books. They want you to have rims and borders and decor. I just love it because it makes, you know, an everyday thing like potato salad seem more like a party. I remember growing up for Christmas, it sounds like a funny thing to have for Christmas, but my grandma always made potato salad then. She didn't make it as much in the summer, weirdly, but she would decorate it with radish roses and hard-boiled eggs. She would make it look really pretty. She kind of had a little rim and a little centerpiece, and it was always so cute in a special wooden bowl that she had. So I think if we, you know, treat everyday things as special, I think that's a really nice thing. So you can chop this however finely you want. I really love crunchy celery. I think it's really nice in all kinds of salads. It adds a lot of freshness. So I think that's about right. Okay. The chef's knife is one of my favorite things. It can seem a little intimidating. My handy towel here, let's clean that up. But it is a great tool. Let me know what is your favorite knife to work with in the kitchen. In the comments down below, I would love to know. So interestingly, this salad calls for apple, which I've never really seen in a potato salad. My husband may not like this quite as much because he's not a big fan of apples, but my son and I are. So this it says to cut it in 8s. It says to pare the apple, but I'd kind of rather have the skin on. You get more fiber and benefit that way anyway. So I'm gonna leave that like that. Then we'll take the centers out. But I might end up chopping these a little bit more than the book says. And I'm gonna save a little bit of this for decoration as well, because I'll show you how we're going to have fun decorating our cute little salad. It just makes, you know, a normal weeknight fun. So I'm actually just gonna take half of these slices and chop them just a little bit more. And then we'll use the other half for the decor. Makes it sound very fancy. Okay, so once I get these chopped up and mixed into the salad, then we will actually add the French dressing, and it says to marinate that. So we are going to be having this with dinner tonight. So we'll be tasting it as a family and let you know what we think. This may become your new favorite salad. I'm really hoping so. It's nice to have these cool, chilled salads on summer days. I remember a time that we came home from something and my grandma had made, she lived with us for a long time. She had made a cold pasta salad with, it was olives and cheese chunks and maybe some lemon pepper. And boy, that was really refreshing after a hot day. I still like to make a salad like that every once in a while. The cheese chunks are kind of surprising and fun. Okay, so this is our salad, but we're going to be adding in this French dressing. Seems more like Italian to me, but so we'll get that marinating. I'm gonna stick this in the fridge while we work on our little decor items, and then we'll get that all put together. I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so I have a little bit of lemon juice here. I'm going to make some pretty apple slices that we're going to use as our potato salad garnish. Try to make kind of thin ones, kind of like I would for a pie, more or less. And just kind of get them in there so that they don't brown too much when we're decorating our salad, because it's going to be sitting in the fridge for a while before dinner. So let's get these apple slices in there. We'll kind of turn them around with our clean hands. And then I will show you the celery that I prepared. And we'll get this all put together. I just love the smell of lemon juice. It's so fresh. And I love it how it keeps the apples from browning. That's another thing. Oh, I'm gonna make this a little thinner. That I do for my apple pies. I kind of put them in a mixture of lemon juice and water, the slices, so that they look prettier in the pie filling. Okay, so let's get that all coated. Those look great. Okay, we're gonna leave that to the side over here. And I have, it said celery tips, but what I did was I just took, you know, the rib of celery and cut it on the diagonal. So I think this should make a pretty decoration. Let's get our potato salad out and we're gonna decorate. Okay, we're back to decorate the salad, and I wanted to show you this really funny black and white picture of a potato salad. It doesn't look like much, but it looks like they did try to decorate it here. So let's see what ours looks like in comparison to 1896. Let's get going. So they love the mounds of salad, and this might be a little bit of a flat mound because this doesn't have any binder like mayonnaise, so it's not, well, it does mound a little bit, doesn't it? I realize this platter might be a little small, but that's okay. Alrighty, so let's see how we can decorate this. Maybe we can kind of make an apple fence. I love seeing what we can do here. Let's check it out. Yeah, maybe an apple fence around the edge, and then maybe something with the celery in the middle. I think that would be really cute. Let's see. Ooh, I might even have some extra. Okay. Well, they always like to do something in the center, so maybe we can alternate here. Oh, I think that should be just about perfect, and we'll have a little extra celery left, which is fine. But I think ours looks cuter than the book. Let me know what you think. Ta-da! It's so cute. I love it. So stay tuned for the family tasting and the book chat a little bit later. I'll see you then. We are here to try the 1896 celery and potato salad.
Can I dig in?
Yes.
So the first thing I'm noticing is, oh, it's not very mayonnaise-y.
No, there's no mayonnaise in it.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Sorry.
It's just a homemade French dressing, and then I added some fresh herbs from the garden.
I thought the first thing you noticed would have been the apples. That was
It's very different.
I'm not a big apple fan, so
Yeah,
we'll see.
I'm kind of curious to see
where this lands, but I don't mind apples in things. So
yeah, I added kind of half the amount of apples it called for, so hopefully.
I like apples, but I'm kind of curious to see if they'll be any good in a potato salad.
Yeah, I'm very curious. It's a rather loose salad, but we shall see. Oops, all the chunks are falling out. Any thoughts? Let me get kind of the potato and the apple.
Yeah, let me get a few more bites here.
It's nice and fresh.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's good.
I kind of like the kind of vinegary herb stuff on the potatoes.
I think I still like regular potato salad more than this, but I think I'll still give it an approved.
Awesome.
It's still potato salad. So
What are
can't go
your
wrong.
thoughts about
If you
this
like potato
different
salad, but you don't like, this would probably be a very nice if you don't like mayonnaise potato salad.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you're averse to mayonnaise, this is definitely for you.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I miss the creaminess of potato salad,
Yeah,
but
I do
It's-
get that.
but
It's
the
not
flavors
something
are-
we're used to, but yeah.
the flavors are nice.
But it is kind of nice, cool, and refreshing for a
That's true.
hot day.
Probably be delightful on a
Yeah.
really hot day.
Especially, well, that's days today. It's
Yeah.
pretty hot out, so
True.
yeah, awesome. Well, definitely give it a go, especially if you don't really like mayonnaise. We're gonna have a little book chat about the recipe book that the potato salad came from. It is a reprint of the 1896 Fannie Farmer Cookbook, and it's the cookbook they used at the Boston Cooking School. And here's my friend Jonathan, the beautiful cat. Hey, you wanna come on up? You're just meowing. Anyway, so we used the French dressing in this section here. They have a lot of salad dressings. I think this one is really interesting, a boiled dressing. That's not something you see so much anymore, where you actually cook a dressing and then cool it down for a salad. So I actually need to try that to see what that is like. And then here we have, there are two different potato salads. The second one is the one we made, the potato and celery salad that also has apples. You can see they have some very interesting, just very blurry photos here. Not a lot of photo technology back then, but I just really enjoy this huge cookbook that my mom found for me. It just has a treasure trove of recipes that I look forward to trying. So thank you for joining me on this book chat and with this vintage recipe. If you have not yet, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and join me for more vintage recipes. Thank you so much.